Hi there, this is Pete Howard, Director of Concert Posters for Heritage Auctions. And look at this rare gem from the David Swartz concert poster collection. Just a crazy rare concert poster with the Grateful Dead, Chuck Berry, and the Loading Zone from 1968 in Vancouver, Canada. And we love that in the upper right there. The promoter decided to call it Soul Explosion. You know, you got an acid rock band, you've got a rock and roll founding father and so forth, but we're sure that PigPen, of course, the keyboardist for the Dead, who loved those old blues and R&B music, just absolutely loved the fact that it said Soul Explosion on this poster. Well, made on thick cardstock, and it's just really fun because it's a concert poster that kind of like nobody has ever seen. And I make that statement very carefully because I don't want to, sound dumb or something. But this one is really that rare. This is like it's definitely the first copy ever to appear at a public auction. I mean, let alone Heritage. This is and it just doesn't, the images are not out there. The show was canceled, so I was thinking maybe all of the posters were just thrown away, although it did get to the ticket selling stage. So that's interesting. But, I take personal pride when Heritage beats the internet. And of course, we have our own strong internet presence, but I just love it when we can beat the internet with an image of a rare concert poster. This thing is not pictured anywhere on any Dead website or live database or anything like that. And if it is, check the date because they probably just took it from our online listing now for this poster and put it up in the last, couple of weeks or something. So, it really is that scarce. It really is that rare. And it's so much fun as a collector to be able to say that, the only one anybody's ever seen. And obviously from 1968, you got the original classic Grateful Dead lineup: Jerry Garcia, Bob Weir, Phil Lesh, PigPen I've mentioned, and drummers Bill Kreutzmann and Mickey Hart. And they're also on the steps of 710 Ashbury Street, the Grateful Dead house, which, yes, I've paid my respects to on more than one occasion. Only in the last couple of years I went again, and it's just fun to stand there and just, oh my God, there's the Grateful Dead house. And it's kind of a fun picture of them actually falling down the stairs there, so that's kind of neat. Gotta love this fun psychedelic lettering, right, on the Grateful Dead. Just really some nice poster artwork. The poster artist did include his name down in the extreme lower right corner there, but like a lot of signatures, it's not quite legible. I don't want to say the wrong name, so maybe the winner can go ahead and put it under a, microscope and really figure out exactly who designed this. Probably a Vancouver artist, of course, a local artist. That's almost a guarantee. So yeah, you got the big Grateful Dead lettering, and it's fun down at the bottom there how the lettering is sort of wrapped around the bottom three artists. You've got there, obviously I mentioned Chuck Berry and the Loading Zone, who appear very much on a lot of San Francisco posters. And then of course, you can't forget little Dion, the 7-year-old wonder down there in the lower right hand. Have you noticed the coloring on this is kind of unusual? It's the split fountain technique as it morphs from top to bottom, and it morphs, as you can see there, from turquoise down through plum and down through dark blue at the bottom. So that always adds a nice touch when the coloring's like that, when it's split fountain technique. So, wow, just amazingly rare and fun piece from the Grateful Dead, 1968 with 710 Ashbury and the guys goofing on the steps and little Dion. So to read more about it and see close-up pictures and whatnot, from the David Swartz concert poster collection. This will be on Friday, July 11th, and just go to ha.com/7420.